In today's video, we're going to continue our conversation around security within the crypto space, piggybacking off our previous security video where we discussed hot wallets on the Ethereum network, such as Metamask and 0xFrame. In future videos, we will also help you run your own Ethereum node so you can help secure the network, but ultimately secure your own funds. Other videos you can expect in regards to security, we will talk about other hot wallets on other platforms such as Solana, Cardano, Polkadot, just to name a few. But today's video, we will be breaking down cold storage wallets and how you can make that connection with your hot wallet. So more specifically, the ledger and how you can make that compatible with your Metamask wallet on Ethereum, utilizing the two most popular devices, both on the hot wallet side as well as cold storage. Doesn't mean that you're not going to learn something if you use Phantom over on Solana and you're trying to connect it with your hardware wallet. So if you do enjoy the content, give us a like, subscribe, and head over to that Twitter page at Macro Crypto Club. Like always, link will be down in the description. Today's video is all about discussing the hardware wallet. This device right here, which actually isn't a wallet at all. It's truly just a key to your funds on the blockchain, holding your private keys or giving you access because you've given it permission to. Now, no one's going to be able to access your funds unless they have this device or ultimately the seed phrase, which, if we've learned anything from the previous videos, you never give your seed phrase to anybody or any website or any email that's asking for it. Always keep that in mind. So let's go ahead, dive into our content today, basically breaking down, beginning the differences between a hot wallet and a cold wallet. Hot wallet, internet connection, cold wallet, offline. Obviously, you have to bring it online if you do want to move your funds, but while it's sitting there, you can feel secure about it, as long as no one obviously has those seed phrases. Now, hot wallets obviously have more vulnerabilities because that can be accessed rather quickly, and things can move off your hot wallet in a flash. Now, a cold wallet has a lot more securities and less vulnerabilities, but not to say that you're fully secure when it comes to a hot wallet, which we'll go over some of those vulnerabilities later in this video. Now, a hot wallet is usually on an app or a desktop. Hardware wallets are the cold storage, or there's even paper wallets for cold storage as well. And ultimately, just never share your seed phrase. I'm just going to keep saying that because it happens every single day across the entire world. Do not give your seed phrase away, whether it's a 12 or 24 word seed phrase. Keep that secure, and do not, for F's sakes, put it on your phone. If you've taken a picture of your seed phrase that's on your phone, please delete that. And before you delete it, write it down, put it somewhere securely. If it's on your phone, very easily can be hackable. SIM swapping is a real thing. And if your picture is out there, I'm sure there's a manager over at your phone carrier that can access those pictures or sell that picture with your seed phrase, and all your funds are going to be drained. So just want to keep that in mind. Keep your seed phrase to yourself and get it off your phone if you have it there. Now, some of the different hardware wallets that are available, the most popular, Ledger, that's the one I currently have. Doesn't mean that's the right one for you, but there other ones are Treasure, which has been around just as long, or if not, just under the amount of time that a Ledger's been around for securing the crypto space. But then ultimately, another one that is available is Grid Plus, which is a Lattice 1. Rather expensive, as you can tell here, but it is actually a fan favorite for if you have a lot of crypto, because it does a lot of more secure work within the space. But mainly our talk's going to be around the ledger and how you can connect that securely with Metamask, because ultimately if you just have a Metamask wallet, you're not being very secure with your funds. So if you have anything over $100 worth of crypto, or you have a bunch of NFTs, whatever the case may be, go out and buy a hardware wallet. The cheapest one is actually a Ledger at I think $59.99 plus tax. Treasure, their lowest is like $64.99. And then, as you just saw, the Lattice over here, almost $400 or over $400 after tax. But all of these devices are going to help you secure your funds, okay? So we're going to show you how you can secure it on a hardware device using Metamask. This way, you ultimately can use your hot wallet to mint or use it for everyday activities, because you can bridge your MetaMask wallet that's on your phone as well as on your desktop. And then the only way you can access your cold storage is through your desktop. So then if you need quick funds, you can then send X amount to your hot wallet, which will also show up on your MetaMask app on your phone. But those hot wallets or those hardware wallet addresses that are on your desktop will not show up on your phone. Because understand this, that MetaMask, you will get a seed phrase. That's for that MetaMask wallet. Now, when you connect your hardware device to your MetaMask wallet, they're just interacting with one another. You don't have the same seed phrase. Okay, so you can have two different seed phrases. So if God forbid someone gets your seed phrase with MetaMask, they will not be able to drain anything from your hardware wallet. Okay, because when they access it on a new computer or a new device, they're going to pull up the one wallet address that you have on your MetaMask. The hardware wallets will not automatically show up. They will have to be re-imported or reconnected by you. So obviously, never give away your seed phrase. But this is just kind of one of those precautions to understand that those two are not synonymous with one another. They are separate from each other, those two different seed phrases. Okay, so let's talk about how you can connect your hardware device with MetaMask. So if you go over and you've downloaded MetaMask already, you can, up in the top right corner, basically select that icon, which will bring down a drop down menu, and there's going to be a nice easy selection for Connect Hardware Wallet. Now from there, you're going to be able to select a couple different options: Ledger, Trezor, or Lattice, and then there's a QR base for others, but I advise you picking one of those three, most widely used and usually does not cause much issues down the line. So the different types of connections that you're going to see on the the two on the right is for Lattice and Trezor. Very simple, very easy, because basically you're going to be able to connect it directly to your computer, and then they're going to be able to make that connection with MetaMask. Now, the connect to your hardware wallet through Ledger is a little different because it's going to ask you to download the Ledger Live app, which there's a link in that. So always click that link. Do not click things on the outside, please. For any thing about a phishing email or anything, do not go click on things outside of secure networks. Okay, but let's talk about the Ledger Live a little bit, how you can connect this ultimately with your MetaMask. So the Ledger Live looks like this right in front of you, and then this is also where you're going to want to do your firm update. So if there's ever a time where you cannot send your crypto, or you're trying to sell an NFT and there's not a way to connect, always open your Ledger Live, because you downloaded it with your Ledger, of course, and only update this stuff in app. Again, only update it in app. Do not update it outside of the app. Okay, that's security tip 101. But this is ultimately, if you cannot connect or you can't send funds, is because your Ledger needs an update. So go in there, update that. Once you're done updating, you're also going to see that basically all your wallets that you added, like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Cardano, Solana, Polkadot, whatever, Doge, all of them are going to have to be reinstalled. That will also automatically update those. But in case they don't, or if you go in there and you still can't send your funds, you might want to uninstall or reinstall, say, Ethereum in this case. And you can find that through the manager tool right there. But ultimately, each time as well, you will have to turn blind signing and enable it back on. So anytime you get firmware updates and you are reinstalling the Ethereum network, you have to go to blind signing and enable it, in order to move those funds on the MetaMask wallet. So just want to kind of give you a heads up on that. Now, there's going to be a couple ways that you can create a connection from your Ledger Live to the Ethereum network through MetaMask. Now, first and foremost, most likely, I think it's default currently right now, but I might be wrong. I'm going to show you both anyways. You're going to open a bridge, which, if it's automatic, you'll have to have the Ledger Live open, and then you'll have to say open and connect, and it'll say Ethereum bridge is now open. And once you'll keep your Ledger Live open when you're making transactions with your hardware wallet on MetaMask. But how we can change this, or you can flip-flop between the two, because I'm showing you both ways, just so that way if one's not working, you can quickly move to the other and change amongst these two, because I've had issues with both of them, but when one's not working, the other one always is. So you're going to go to select that same icon. The same drop-down menu is going to come, but at the very bottom, you're going to go to settings. Once you go to settings, you're going to go to advanced. Okay. Once you go hit advanced, you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom and you're going to go find preferred ledger connection type. Now, Metamask actually recommends the web HID, which I utilize majority of the time, but the one I just showed you is the Ledger Live option. Ledger Live, you will have to have Ledger Live open in order to transact and open a bridge. But if you don't want to do that, you can always choose Web HID, which you do not, I don't think you even can have Ledger Live open. Keep it closed. And the Web HID will actually connect and pair your device, and that device, your Ledger device, acts as that connection to MetaMask for you. So that way you don't even have to have Ledger Live open, and you're going to be able to transact right there on your browser. So did want to kind of give you those two options so you can kind of see that for yourself. Some things that are vulnerabilities when it comes to hardware wallets, you still have to be worried about phishing attacks, asking for seed phrases, malicious links as well, basically putting, different viruses on your computer, accessing files that you don't want them to. Do not hold your seed phrase on your computer either. We talked about your phone. Don't do it on your computer as well. And then usually those links also are asking for your connection. If you connect to a bad link, please get out of there rather quickly and go, find a Reddit page how you can try to get your funds quickly and remove them. But avoiding those links, only clicking links that you truly 100% trust is key when it comes to that. Now, receiving addresses, how they can do this, and if you connect to a wrong address, they can ultimately change where you're sending the funds. You think you're minting something, and then ultimately they have you send it through your hardware wallet as well, and you click yes, I send. You send to the wrong address. You just sent them 0.2 ETH where you thought you were minting something. So those are the sort of attacks that can happen. They can also create unlimited spend. Basically, you're giving them permission to use all your Uniswap tokens because you think you're on Uniswap. And once you give that permission, they can drain all of your Uniswap tokens because you gave them unlimited spend. Basically, this is a default within most protocols these days, so that's a little tough, but this means that you have to be very vigilant when it comes to the links you click, as well as the addresses where you're sending stuff. Double check. Triple check. It's not a bad thing to always check and be vigilant when it comes to your funds. Okay. So just lastly, we're talking about Ledger hardware wallets altogether. How you can keep your funds secure moving forward is of the utmost importance. Always be, have an idea of what you want to do with these funds, and keeping a hardware device with you and keeping those devices secure is, at the end of the day, the best advice I can give you. So before I continue rambling on over here, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. So I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Until next time, peace, everyone.